Life is a journey, filled with twists and turns that can leave us feeling overwhelmed and lost. Yet, in the midst of our struggles, there are stories that remind us of hope, love, and the possibility of redemption. One such figure who embodies these themes is Jesus. His life and teachings resonate deeply, offering us a chance to reflect on our own experiences. Consider the moments when we find ourselves in the midst of chaos. Imagine being on a small boat, surrounded by darkness as the waves crash violently against the hull. The wind howls and fear grips your heart as you look around at your companions, all struggling against the tempest. You glance at Jesus, who is peacefully asleep, seemingly unfazed by the storm. In that moment of desperation, you wake him pleading for his help. His response is simple yet profound. Peace, be still. In an instant, the storm calms, and the chaos gives way to tranquility. This story invites us to reflect on our own storms. How often do we find ourselves caught in the turbulence of life, feeling as though we are drowning? Yet perhaps there is a voice, a presence, urging us to trust that peace can be found even in the darkest moments. Then there's the story of the lost son, a tale that speaks to the heart of longing and the desire to belong. Picture a young man, eager to break free from the confines of home, seeking fulfillment in a world that promises excitement and adventure. He squanders his inheritance, only to find himself alone and destitute. The shame of his choices weighs heavily on him as he contemplates returning home, unsure of what awaits him. But as he approaches, his father sees him from a distance and runs to embrace him, welcoming him back with open arms. This narrative challenges us to consider our own journeys of wandering. Have we strayed too far? Do we believe we are beyond redemption? The Father's unconditional love offers a powerful reminder that no matter how lost we feel, there is always a path back home. The encounter at the well introduces us to another layer of human experience: shame and the burden of the past. A woman, ostracized and weary, approaches the well, carrying not just a jar for water, but also the weight of her life's choices. When she meets Jesus, he speaks to her in a way that no one else has. He knows her story, yet he offers her living water, a chance for renewal. This moment encapsulates the essence of grace. It invites us to ponder the ways we allow our past to define us. What if, instead of being judged, we were met with understanding and compassion? What if we could drop our jars of shame and walk away feeling free? Consider the woman who had been suffering for 12 long years, seeking healing in every possible way. The pain and isolation had become her constant companions. When she hears of Jesus, she believes that just a touch of his robe could change everything. In her desperation, she reaches out and is instantly healed. Jesus, aware of her touch, turns to her not with condemnation, but with love, calling her daughter. This story resonates with anyone who has carried burdens for far too long. It prompts us to ask ourselves, is healing truly possible for me? What if, like the woman, we dared to reach out and believe in the possibility of wholeness? As we reflect on these stories, we realize they are not just tales from long ago. They are invitations to trust, to return, to heal, and to belong. Jesus lived these narratives, and perhaps he continues to write our stories today. In a world that can often feel isolating, may we find comfort in knowing that we are seen, loved, and never alone. The journey is ongoing, and the chapters ahead hold the promise of hope and redemption. Finally, we encounter Jesus among those society deems unworthy. Sitting at a table with sinners, he defies the expectations of the world. He embraces those who feel marginalized, reminding them that they are not beyond his love. In this act of acceptance, he challenges us to reflect on our own perceptions of worthiness. Have we ever felt like outcasts? Do we believe that we are too flawed to be loved? Jesus' presence at that table serves as a powerful reminder that we are all invited into his embrace, regardless of our past.